don't assume that you can knock your competition out of the market just because you've developed a product that's demonstrably superior. And I mean demonstrably superior. This was a hard lesson for me. This was the main bicycle rack, luggage rack in the era. It was designed by a friend of mine named Jim Blackburn, right? And this was actually a later version where he copied some of the features that we had, but I didn't have a picture of the earlier version. And I was working on a product myself, and I saw some of the weaknesses in this thing, right? And I had come up with this thing I called the slide mount system. One of the things that's always problematic with mounting panniers, saddlebags on bicycles, because it's dynamic, is keeping them stable and having them go on and off quickly. So this, I self-servingly thought, was this really clever system, and we designed and developed it. Worked great, right? And so I just assumed that everyone would stop buying Jim Blackburn's rack, and everybody would buy my Eclipse rack. And I was super confident. I spent a lot of money on the tooling and so on, right? And again, the thing objectively was better. It was adjustable, his wasn't. The system worked great, right? But it failed. Why did it fail? Well, in order to use the slide mount system, you not only had to buy my rack, but you also had to buy the saddlebags or the panniers, right? People didn't want to do that. They just wanted a rack, right? We ultimately had to capitulate and made one that wasn't slide mount compatible. Here's a good example of that. Do you recognize this? Right? Any of your families have a Sony Betamax, right? You may or may not remember how long Sony held out, and they completely dissed and dismissed VHS because they said it's not as good, right? The picture quality's not as good, right? You see any Betamax players around today? Right? No, right? So that, even though theirs was demonstrably superior, the consumer didn't care. They opted for the convenience that the VHS offered, and Betamax, of course, went the way of the dinosaur.